This holiday season, don't let the law get you down. Kevin Wichman, criminal defense lawyer and owner of Wichman Law Firm, is here to fill us in on the most common traffic violations and how an attorney can help. Welcome back.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and especially because I have 0 traffic violations.
Good.
For this year, what?
Well, if you have a problem, I'm here to help you out. All right, you know that.
But for those watching who have had issues, what are some of the most common traffic violations that you see in your office?
Sure. Well, certainly this time of year, around the holidays, could be a lot of drinking, DUIs. Also, I would say a lot of driving while suspended and things like that, no license, kind of people letting some minor violations go and starting to pile up to where they get enough points to where they're driving on suspended, and those are real serious charges that we help with.
Okay, so those are things that you can help with. And it is, you know, this is kind of a good time of year, I feel like. Like, let's go into 2020 with all of our orders settled.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So can an attorney, like any attorney, help with these violations?
In theory, they could, because as an attorney, you have a license to practice whatever sort of law that you choose to. However, it does get really particular beyond the bookwork of it, let's say, or learning the black letter law. You really need to have an attorney that knows the courts well and is able to go to trial if you need be. These are criminal cases as well. They're the smaller, lesser versions of them.
But still can be a criminal case, yeah.
They definitely are, because the ones we were talking about, driving while suspended, DUI, they certainly put people in jail. They can rise to the level of felony as well, so result in a lot of consequences.
It can get really messy, so having someone who kind of has an expertise in that. Now, if somebody is on the receiving end of some of these issues, what are you able to do to help them?
Well, as far as the people that have the suspended license, that's probably the most problematic. Usually I'm able to get them reinstated, get them back kind of on their feet so they can drive again. Usually go through and fix all their problems wherever they may be, sometimes at multiple courts all across the states. They got some issues that they've been letting go maybe for years. But yeah, so I would say that, and we're able to usually work out some sort of other violations. We're able to usually, like the minor ones, keep the stuff off their record. Is what we try to do. Always want to keep people out of jail. That's the first goal.
Yeah.
The second thing would be trying to keep the stuff off the record so it doesn't follow them. And the third would be just trying to minimize any sort of other community service or classes or something like that, so they don't mess things up either.
That makes sense. That probably helps a lot of people. Now, if you are interested in getting some help, what are some of the financial costs involved with paying for that?
Well, it would depend certainly on what you're charged with. I would say, just your minor moving violation, I would say most attorneys are going to be around $100 for something like that. But that's typically not the case, not the ones I necessarily help with. I usually have more serious things, so or multiple cases. So I would say people your legal fees could be anywhere from $500 to a few thousand. If the felonies, like I said, you're more into a criminal case, so it's more a couple thousand and up.
It gets elevated, right?
Could be way more.
So legal fees and fines. And then what do you recommend as the next step for somebody who is interested in getting in touch and getting help?
Well, I would say that because each matter is really particular, you should really call an attorney, set up a consultation. Certainly if you've had tickets out there, or matters that have been unresolved for a while, they've probably gone into a warrant status, so there's a warrant out for you. So calling an attorney can help with that, to see about taking off the warrant. I would do that before calling a bail bondsman or handling it, because an attorney, like myself, certainly can see about lowering that bond or maybe taking it off altogether.
So next step, give a call, especially for more on Kevin. Give him a call at 816-787-1LAW. You can go online at trafficlawyerkc.com or visit his office on Westport Road. We'll also have a link to full details on kclive.tv later on today. Thank you, as always, for coming in and hopefully offering some hope for some people who are in some sticky situations this year. We're going to go into 2020 with a good, clean record.
Get your stuff all figured out.
Get it all together.
Year,
Yeah, thanks, Kevin.